Hello everyone. In the previous lesson, we have talked about the overview of kinetic model of matters, and we essentially look at these two tables. This is what we observe from the outside: volume, shape, density, compressibility, and flow. And this is what we observe inside. So today, let's talk about some of the answering techniques that we need to use in this chapter. So let's categorize a little bit. What is all that? This is all properties of objects in different states, right? And what is this? This is the characteristics of particles. So let's compare this and this. What is the difference? You realize when we look at the things on the left, it's actually a lot of zoom out. And here, it's like taking a microscope and we are zooming in to observe the behaviors of the particles. And in exam questions, they like to test us how to use characteristics of particles to explain the properties of objects. And here, I introduce to you a very powerful acronym. It's called FAM, family. So, force, arrangement, and motion. We're going to look at certain things, let's say shape, and use one or multiple of these criteria to explain. Let's just talk about shape. So imagine why the shape of liquid is not fixed. Think which element, right, which characteristics of its particles allow that to happen. And it will be motion. Therefore, it's M. Then another example, compressible. What makes it compressible? Okay, you think for solid. Incompressible, why? Because very strong forces between the particles. The particles are very closely packed together in a regular pattern. So here it will probably be F and A. This is the first learning point. The second learning point, in questions, you also need to explain the definitions when they need it. A very common example is actually your density. So density, what you must mention is actually number of particle per unit volume. So I must be able to see this in your answer to award you this mark. Another free gift for you, we talk about the idea of pressure. So for pressure, the definition is the force per unit area. So in summary, today we talk about two learning objectives. Firstly, you logically link properties of objects to the characteristic of particles by doing logical thinking. Second part, you are to dissect definition when you need it. In common cases, density and pressure. Thank you very much.